the easiest first step to purchasing your first strata property is to meet with a realtor, or several realtors for that matter, and find out what they know about the area you're wanting to invest in. How do they carry themselves? How do they present information? How do they answer your questions? And any other factors you think of that will let you be able to judge whether or not you'll get along. Think of the realtor as your guide or your quarterback to make sure everything gets done correctly and on time. You're going to be spending a lot of time together, so make sure it's someone who's capable and someone that you like and trust. Number 2, the search. Once you've selected a realtor, together you can go over your needs versus your wants versus your oh hell no's, so that you'll know a timeline and you can get set up on a search to find your perfect home. And as an aside, it's super important to do a deep dive into what you like and you don't like so that you don't waste time looking at stuff you're never going to buy, and so the realtor knows what to chop out of your search. So once the realtor sets you up on your MLS search with the parameters in place, you can look at all the real estate porn you like. Oh yeah. Next, you'll need a pre-approval for financing from either a lender or a mortgage broker. And quick tip, mortgage brokers have way more options because they don't just have to deal with the big banks alone. They can also talk to insurance companies, to be lenders, and credit unions. So they'll take your credit once and they'll pitch it anonymously to all of the different lenders. So you'll only get one hit on your credit score versus multiple hits if you're going to different banks by yourself. Number 4, after looking online, once you've found a few gems, minimum 3 to 5, you can ask your realtor to see if there's any documents online from the listing realtors already. And if there's not, they can ask. If there's no glaring issues with these properties, go check them out. Have a look. Make sure you're looking at least a couple so that you can compare and contrast. And once you've seen these properties and you've looked at the documents and learned about the potential issues, you want to read about building structure, reserve fund, location, read about the strata council, see if there's any really big problems in the property so far. Your realtor is obligated to help you understand these documents, but ultimately it's your money, so do not skip this step. You're the one that has to live there, so it's best to be aware of all the potential problems before you say yes to the address. Number 6, once you've seen at least 3 to 5 properties, shortlist the ones you love and ditch the ones you don't. Weigh the pros and cons so you can choose a favorite to potentially make an offer on. Number 7, the offer. Now that you've found your dream home, the next step is to make a conditional offer. So your conditional offer, also called subjects, will typically include the big 5. So subject to financing, subject to inspection, clear title, 2 years worth of strata documents, and strata insurance. You can go with more if you want to, but these are the usual suspects, and you can even go in with less. Sometimes people just go in subject to financing and subject to inspection. So completely up to you, but the more the better, depending on the market and how competitive it is. So once you've submitted that offer, you're going to wait on pins and needles for a response. And if the seller says yes, it's go time. Upon acceptance, so number 8, do a happy dance. You're almost there. Then focus, because this is where the due diligence begins. Here's the real work. And as of January 2023, you're protected by the home buyer rescission period, which gives you 3 business days to back out, no questions asked, if you don't want the property after you've slept on it. So if you do rescind your offer, however, you'll have to pay 0.25% or 0.25% of the purchase price. And your realtor will show you the math on that on your offer. Again, if you haven't read the documents yet, this is where you'll find out if there have been any leaks or fires or upcoming issues that are going to require a big financial levy from you. Your realtor will also read through these documents and help bring up any red flags or issues. But again, so important to read through these documents. Number 10, you'll also need to send the contract and the strata documents and all the other documents, including insurance, to your mortgage broker or lender, who will then book the appraiser to go in, look at the property, and make sure the property value or the market value is what you're offering. If not, they're going to come back and let you know real quick. Number 11, once you've set up the inspection, or if you don't have an inspector in mind, your realtor will help you set up a property inspection so that the inspector can look at both the unit and the building, including the garage area, to let you know if there are any red flags with the building. Again, this will be in your subject, so you can back out if they do find anything substantial. Now, after all of that comes subject removal. So once you're happy that all of your conditions and your terms have been met, it's now time to remove subjects. Your realtor will send you the document to sign, and you'll sign your life away. Oh, just kidding. You'll sign the document and the realtor will then send it to the listing realtor, and you'll need to give your deposit check then to the realtor within 24 hours of removing subjects, so they can deposit it into their brokerage account and let the listing realtor know. This is super important. It is part of the contract if that's what you've signed. So you've got to get that money. So make sure you're planning this day within the week so that the banks aren't closed. Number 13, so it's a done deal. Once the documents have been sent and the money's been collected, it's a binding contract. And now all you have to do is wait until closing day to sign the documents at the lawyer's office. So woohoo, you're almost done. Number 14, this is closing day. So you'll head to the lawyer's office to sign. You'll be super excited because this is the day. All that's left is for the lawyers to make sure that the documents are all in order, signed, and sent to the land titles office in New Westminster so that they can change the name on the title to yours. And last but not least, possession day. This is when you get your keys. It's party time. You're going to get the keys and you're going to do a walkthrough with your agent to make sure that everything is as agreed upon in the contract, i.e. check out the appliances, make sure they're the same as when you saw it last. Is the property clean? Is it clear of garbage, etc.? Everything that you asked for in the contract. If there's damage or if things are missing, this is the time that you're going to have to ask the seller, hey, what's up? And if there's damage over $1,000, typically it's $1,000 minimum in the contract, then now's the time to ask for it because you're not going to get it after this. If everything is how they say it was, then it is time to celebrate. You are done. Now you have it. Seeing all the steps involved, hopefully you'll be much more comfortable with the process of buying a condo or a townhouse in Greater Vancouver.